How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. We're back with another video. And this video today was on buckets. Rick and I went and picked up a machine not too long ago. Where was it we picked it up at?
Messick.
Up at Messick's.
Harrisburg, or you live in Bobtown, PA.
We went and picked this machine up, and we got it back home. And later in the video, you're going to see the hours on this machine, and we're going to tell you about an issue that we had with the machine. It was on the bucket.
Yeah.
It was a Bradco? A Bradco bucket. And a lot of you guys out there that run machines and stuff, we know that we hear a lot about Bradco buckets and how good they are. So I'm going to show you a small clip on the Bradco bucket laying in the same spot that this bucket here is laying in. We made sure we swept the floor. The floor is nice and level. So you got to check out this clip on this bucket. Where did this bucket come from, Rick?
It was KMK Welding out of Latrobe, PA.
KMK Welding out of Latrobe, PA. This is a really nice bucket. And we kind of compared it with the Bradco bucket. All right, this is the Bradco bucket that Rick got with his machine. And the only way that we could actually get it to ride level is to get the swivel for the front of it. And what this thing does is this swivels the bucket so the bucket actually will be level on the ground. So it is tweaked a good bit, and if you guys watch the Rusty Rooster Homestead channel, if you pay attention, you can literally see how crooked that bucket is sitting on that machine. It's not much, but you can notice it. So that's how we got the bucket to cut straight. And for the price you pay for the Bradco and what price you're going to pay for this bucket here, this is a young man building these things. He's just getting started out, and I don't believe that you could beat his prices.
No.
I don't think you could beat his prices. So we're going to give you a good look at this bucket and how this bucket is built. And then we're going to give you a good look at the Bradco bucket. And you guys obviously seen the issue that we had with the Bradco bucket. And that is...
The Bradco was tweaked or whatever from the day we got it, and this one, I mean, you can see it, this one doesn't move.
Yeah.
And I called Messick's about the bucket the week after I bought the machine. They said they would look into it. My salesman, he started taking care of it real good, I thought. Now it's 11 weeks later. They won't return my call. Can't get them to answer my phone call. They keep telling me that the Bradco guy was on vacation, their rep. My salesman said he went on vacation, and it's just been a big runaround. And finally got tired of messing with them, so went out and got this new bucket. And it just, so bad customer service from Messick's.
Basically, what Rick's trying to tell you is Messick's customer service does not work. And if you have to call somebody for 11, how many weeks?
11 weeks.
11 weeks. If you got to call somebody for 11 weeks and then they decide they're not going to return your phone calls, listen, I hope Messick's gets to see this video, because this, you know, really it wasn't about Messick's when this all started.
No.
It was about the Bradco bucket being tweaked. And anytime you buy a machine at this caliber, I mean, which this is not a huge machine, but it's not a cheap machine either. You would at least like to have a bucket that's not tweaked or bent, I would say, because that bucket, as you see, we'll show you the clip again. You can obviously see that the bucket is tweaked. So check it out.
You know, and it was a $2,000 bucket compared to this bucket, which is heavier built, and this one was $1,200. So
yeah, you guys, if you don't know about the KMK welding buckets, you got to check them out. We're going to leave links in the description down below for this company, for these buckets. And like I said, it's a young man just getting started out, and he does some awesome work on these buckets. We're going to give you a close-up of this bucket and show you what it looks like. Okay, when you go to the KMK Welding website, you're going to see that they have two different type buckets. They'll have a light duty bucket and a heavy duty bucket. This bucket here is the heavy duty bucket. And for $1,200 for this bucket, I wouldn't buy the light duty one. Although I've seen the light duty ones and they're a great bucket too. Depending on the size of your machine and what you're looking to do with it, I think the light duty one would be great for farmers that are just messing around. But if you're going to do some serious work, you probably would like to go with the heavy duty one. And for the price, you can't beat it. If you notice the cutting edge down here, we're talking 3/4 of an inch. Look at this, 3/4 of an inch. You got your heavy duty teeth on there, all the way across. Those are pin teeth, so we can replace them anytime we want. We can pick up new teeth and replace them. Look at some of these welds. Look at this. These are beautiful welds. Nice dime welds. And like I said, young man, this is the kind of work he's doing. I just want to make sure you guys can see what nice welds we got on there. Beautiful welding. The heavy duty bucket comes with a 1/4 inch plate. Now, if you get the light duty one, it's 1/16 of an inch thinner. But this is the heavy duty one. As you can see, all of its cuts are really good. There's only one flaw that I can see in this whole bucket, and I'll show you here in a minute. It's nothing big. I do like the hook that he puts inside here, in case you want to hook a chain up in there. Beautiful welding. Beautiful. Now, out of this whole bucket, looking it over, the only thing I seen that I thought that could use just a little bit improving, and it's nothing at all, but it's this little corner right here. See that little corner? That's just waiting for somebody to catch their knee on it and cut themselves. Other than that, this whole bucket, could you imagine? That's the only thing I can find on this bucket that I would change. It's got the step right here to get in and out of your skid steer. He also has these plates that you can put on your machine. I know he has these on stock. He cuts these plates out. If you have a little bit of play, when it mounts to your machine, when it mounts here and down there, if you have a little bit of play in that, he gives you them plates that you can tack on yourself, which is pretty cool. What Rick's doing here is he's putting on some little plates. They give us these plates extra in case you have a little bit of play in your bucket. And as you can see, we tacked them on there because we had just a little bit of play. But other than that, great bucket, real good job. I do honestly think that these guys are going somewhere. They're going to build a heck of a business doing these buckets. So we're going to throw this thing on the machine. We're going to take it out and we're going to get it dirty. How about that? We'll give it a stress test. That's the bucket. Beautiful bucket. So Rick, what's your thoughts on the bucket?
I like it.
You think it digs pretty good?
Oh yeah.
If you had to compare that with the Bradco bucket, what do you think? About the same, or?
No, I'd take this. I know this has got teeth and it's a big difference as far as cutting, but you know, as you can see, that's pretty level. And if I'm using my Bradco, I got to constantly watch because it's tweaked so bad from when we bought it from the factory, and they don't seem to want to do anything about it. But you know, this one's cutting true level.
So if you had something to say to Messick, what would you have to say to him?
You know, I would have liked to had a yes or no. Either if you told me no, you know, it is what it is, but you know, give me an answer. But I'm very dissatisfied right now.
So Messicks, if you guys, I hope you guys get to see this video, and Bradco, I hope you get to see the video. These young men are going to take over, and they're going to be making all the buckets. If you can't keep that customer service up, they're going to go somewhere else. And by the looks of it, there's one customer right here that is very satisfied with this bucket. And not only did we buy one bucket down there, but we bought 2 buckets. So that was 2 buckets you lost out on just because you didn't take care of your customer service. So I would like to tell everybody thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave us thumbs up, thumbs down, and a comment if you'd like. KMK Welding. I see you guys getting bigger. Till next time.